Is that all it is? Just that one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just having pasta.
£20. But it's military rations. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Gaynor.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Okay, here we are. One of my favourite things, as you know, is watching food recipe stuff.
Yeah.
To give me ideas on how to get. So I've just come across this guy's channel today. Can't remember his name. Didn't get his name.
You normally say down there.
I'll tell you.
Cowboy
Kent Rollins.
Kent Rollins.
Yeah, he's. I watched a tiny little bit of it and I thought, oh, I'm going to pause this because I like the guy's attitude towards everything.
I like his hat.
And same. I like the whole forestry, tent in the back, the cowboy hat, you know, all this. But one of the best things I really love is a crispy chicken sandwich.
You do, don't you?
Yeah. And this guy's saying he's doing the crispiest chicken sandwich you've ever had.
Ooh. And you want to know how to make it?
I want to know how to make it, yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
I come across it watching how to make the best Philly cheesesteak. I watched about 4 videos while I was having lunch, watching how to make the best Philly cheesesteak.
Right,
Let's get into it, yeah.
Yep.
Crispiest chicken sandwich you've ever had.
The crispiest, tenderest chicken sandwich you ever eat in your life.
Yep.
2 ingredients you're not going to believe. Pickle juice and powdered sugar. Stick with me, you're not going to believe it, but it will be the crispiest sandwich you ever had in every bite.
Wow.
Pickle juice. Whoa. How good does that look? Hey, doesn't
What are we
it?
talking about? Extra crispy chicken sandwich. Colonel Sanders will come and try to find this recipe to get this crispy goodness out of it, folks. I'm talking when you hear that crunch, it's going to break the sound barrier. It is the best chicken sandwich you ever eat in your life. But to get chicken really tender, what do we got to do? We got to marinate that chicken. Well, I need you to take them chicken breasts out of that sack, put them in a baggie. You've seen me do this many times to break down a chicken.
Yeah.
Even though the breasts are skinless, they still have a membrane. You can see it on them. Pound them out really well, and then you'll see how they grew in size. Cut them in half. When you break that membrane down, not only is it going to make it accept that seasoning a whole lot better, but that chicken is going to become more tender because it's not having to sit in that marinade as long. It's letting it penetrate from all sides, and it's going to make it oh so delicious in every bite. Don't y'all be thinking I'm crazy. Just go with me through the whole video to the end so you can see the result. So we're going to start out with some buttermilk. It's sort of a brine in a way, going to help it break down, get it to where it's in a more tender state. But we need more to make that chicken get tender in every bite. And what is that going to be?
This is the thing that got me.
Pickle juice. Not sweet pickle juice.
This guy's
I'm
ace.
talking dill pickle juice. What does pickle juice have in it, Shan? Vinegar. And vinegar is going to help break that down even more. But folks, it's going to give us a tangy taste that we need in that chicken. So to the buttermilk and the pickle juice, add you some garlic powder. Get your whisk, stir it up really well. Take your chicken breast, insert them into the wet marinade. Make sure they're well covered with all the buttermilk.
I would have thought that the buttermilk, when you put the pickle juice in, would have like curdled
Curdled a little bit, yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Do we get buttermilk over here, don't we?
Yeah. Or you can make it, you just have to put some...
Butter in milk.
No. You have to
Sounds
put
legit.
lemon in, yeah.
Mixture, put a lid on it, slap it in the icebox, at least 3 hours. I prefer 4, 5, 6, even better. And then we're going to break
See,
it.
like, that's the point. I'm just going to go buy my own sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there for 3 or 4 hours making something I'm going to eat in 5 minutes.
No, it's prep for tomorrow.
It's prepped, so you're prepping it, putting it in the fridge, and then having it the next day.
Yeah, this is prep for tomorrow.
Pardon?
So that's just long.
No, but it's worth it.
The thing out of there, and we're going to make extra crispy goodness. If you're going to have an extra crispy chicken sandwich, you got to have a good sauce that
What's your
goes
sister?
with it. Folks, we're putting together sort of a
Honey
honey
and
mustard sauce that
Yeah.
goes so well with chicken. It's 1/4 of a cup of yellow mustard. To that, we're going to add some of this here honey mustard. Then, folks, we're going to add some ketchup, some of the famous W sauce. I'm not even going to pronounce the
What's
name.
your sister?
To that, we need
sauce.
some
W sauce.
mayo. Little liquid smoke. That stuff is powerful. Remember I told you it was like a John Wayne movie where there's mixing nitroglycerin. You don't want to get too much. And what? Honey. We need to set this in the fridge so it can go ahead and blend together. Folks, we get...
Why are you surprised about honey being put in some sort of honey mustard sauce?
No, but I wouldn't have thought he was. I thought he was in the mustard, what he was serving, like honey mustard already. You know, he's put ketchup in there as well.
That's like
mayo.
a lot of combinations
One
that I
thing is-
wouldn't think that would be nice.
Same. That's why I was just thinking. That's why when he put honey in the end, I thought that's going to really sweeten it up, isn't it?
And there was a lot of it as well.
Yeah.
close to that 3-hour time limit. That is a minimum for that chicken to sit in there soaking. So go ahead and pull that out of the ice box right now if you're shooting for 3 hours. Just set it on the counter. So let's get the dry ingredients to go in here. So we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of cornstarch.
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
cornstarch. What does it do? Helps the dry ingredients adhere to the chicken breast. A little baking powder, because we want it to pop just a little when it goes to frying. If you're going to have fried chicken, you got to have some ground mustard, I promise you. So we're going to put that much in there. Some garlic powder, some onion powder.
There's a lot more that goes into it than I thought.
Paprika.
Paprika. That's a
Coarse
lot.
ground black pepper.
Okay.
And original seasoning. I love to I love to use this on chicken because it sort of has a lemon base to it that's going to come out there and just make it
Is it
so
his
good.
own?
If you don't have it and you just want to cook this tonight before
Yeah, it was his own thing, right? Like
Yeah.
Kent Rowland's original seasoning.
Oh, right, yeah.
Kent
there and
Rollins,
just
yeah.
make it so good. If you don't have it and you just want to cook this tonight before you get this ordered and have it in your pantry, just use you some what? Little lemon pepper, a little garlic, a little salt, a little black pepper. You'll be in good shape. And the final ingredient in the dry is something that's going to blow your mind. A tablespoon of powdered sugar.
What?
Yes. Folks, there's
Who's this
so
behind the
much
camera?
going on in the marinade plus
Is
the
that what's a
sauce that goes on the
tablespoon?
chicken sandwich that we got to mellow
He's not
it
even
out.
measuring anything.
And you
No.
could use white sugar, but unless white sugar is, granulated, it doesn't dissolve in a mixture, it's not going to coat well. It's not going to mix well in this. We got to have something to double baptize
So
that
powdered sugar, I guess, is what we call icing sugar.
Yeah.
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 chicken with. So let's go right on into the wet ingredients itself. And folks, if we're going to do that, we're going to have some cackleberries. Now, the chickens did not follow me and Shan and the pups out here to the National Forest. So we had to go to the neighbor's hen house. And look, he has brown eggs and white eggs. So I need you to take 3 of them. And these are large eggs, as you can tell, as well. Get them in there. And if you're frying chicken and you're going to use something as wet, you're going to have something more than just eggs. And what's that going to be? It's going to be buttermilk. But do you see it on the table? I don't.
He's Ace's guy,
How
isn't
much buttermilk, Paul? 2 cups. We're in the wet ingredients. All right, 1 cup. We're going to add the buttermilk to that because we want this coating to pop even a little more. We're going to add a little baking powder once again. Get that mixed up really well. Now that we've got all this mixed up, let's go ahead and get that vessel out that we're going to deep fry in, and I prefer it to be a cast iron Dutch oven. I think they work better than anything they do because they're going to help hold that heat at a constant temperature. And we need fry oil. Yeah, and we got to have good fry oil because when you're frying chicken, we're going to get a temperature
Is
of
that fry oil?
Is that what he's calling it?
Fry oil. Fry oil. It's fry oil.
I was wondering what he was saying. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, to fry the chicken in.
Right.
350 degrees, and we need something that has a pretty high smoke point. So today I am using what? Peanut oil. And some of you out there's raising your hand right now. I have a peanut allergy. Well, find some oil that you can use that you're not allergic to. Grapeseed oil is high, but it has a very high smoke point, so you'll be fine with it. But hey, I've done this in lard as well, so you're going to be good to go.
Wow.
Pour it in that Dutch oven, get you about, I'd say probably at least 2 inches deep, maybe a little bit more. And let's get that preheating to 350 degrees. Woo, we are getting so close. Now, but there's one more trick I'm going to give you here, buddy. And I mean, it is what makes the extra crispy jump out and be really crispy. That is, see the dry, see the wet. I need you to pour about, I'd say, about 1/3 of a cup in there. And you're thinking to yourself, why is he doing this? Well, folks, it's going to make them little globules of all this good mixture stick to each other, and it's just going to bind really well. And you're going to be telling yourself, why didn't he tell us this before? That way we would have known. So, fork or a pair of tongs, I don't care which you use. Go ahead in here and get some of that. Oh, look at that. That chicken says, I am so happy. I am. So, I'm going to put him right in here first. Go ahead and get him on there. And you can see when we pull this out of here in just a second, where that wet is already binding to that a little that come off this marinade. And I'm going to show you that before I stick him in the rest of it. See these little pieces here that's already wet? That's just going to make extra crispy goodness. So We got him here and here. We're going to go right here. We're going to go back in here again. Because, folks, we're talking extra crispy, remember? And I need you to make sure that this thing gets covered really well. Shake off the excess. See how that sort of looks shaggy right there? That's what we're after. This is goodness, it is. Go ahead and let's set him right over here because, folks, this chicken is tired. It's had a long day. We got to let that batter and that flour adhere to it. Just let it sit there for about 5 minutes. While we're heating that oil up and waiting for that chicken to really sort of just get a hold of all that goodness there, I'm going to use this on a propane burner stove because it's pretty hard for me to pack Bertha on my back into the forest. It is. I get a lot of questions. Do you really like that propane stove that you use? And I do. It's 2 burners. This is actually, if you'll see, it's clean. It's a new one. I mean, I've wore that other one out, so I had to get another one. These things do cook well. The windshield makes a great deal of difference because they'll keep that fire from going. And there'll be a link down there below to where you can find out about this because, folks, these are a must-have.
I've never seen one of them.
Oil has reached the temperature at which we are desired of 350.
But when we had the deep fried turkey, how was that?
It was in like a big like vat. Do you call them a vat? Like a big like round bin.
Yeah, but how was it heated?
It was heated from under. They had like some kind of heating thing underneath, like a canister that was heating it, like a big like a camping stove type thing.
Right.
And he had it sat on a frame, and he was just sat there. It was proper redneck hillbilly sort of like thing. He was just sat there. He was talking sort of thing. I think he's got a cigarette in his mouth, and he's dunking the turkey in and out, like holding it up with the frame. Just kept dunking it in, and sort of like talking and pulling it back out and putting it back in. And it was deep frying it sort of thing in a massive like pot of fat.
Fat, yeah.
Did the chicken have rested? Because I've heard him snoring over here. So I need you to gently pick one of them up, shake him a little, and you can see some of that goodness is trying to fall off. That's what we're talking about. That stuff right there is going to make them Crispies. Drop him in there oh so gingerly. Don't overcrowd the boat on this. I like to really just do one at a time. That way everybody's in the same spot there. We ain't got nobody that's going to try to be getting in the way of another, and the 2 pieces of meat that are coated trying to join together. So one at a time. We're going to flip it back and forth in here. We're looking for a really golden brown crispy crust. So folks, we ain't going to hurt this by flipping it around. Sure, I don't want you to flip it as soon as it gets in there because you want to let that batter sort of adhere and that sort of crust to begin. But I want you to just go ahead and you can see what is happening here. Let's Shannon zoom in here. There's already some crispy goodness taking place. We'll flip it back and forth. You ain't going to hurt it, but give it time to set that crust a little before you ever flip it the first time. Now, folks, we're going to cook these probably, I'd say, 4 to 5 minutes aside. It depends really on how big that chicken breast is, how thick that you left it after you pounded it, and the oil temperature that you're trying to get to remain constant when you put that cold chicken back in there. But I'd say 3 to 5 minutes is a pretty good range on both sides. But also, folks, you can probe this chicken when you're nearly done. We want to make sure that it's safe. 165. Set it over here on a wire rack. It'll usually go ahead and warm up to about 170 and you're good to go.
How good does that look,
Yeah,
though?
it does look really good.
Wow. Tasty, that.
Yeah. Wait for his.
He's next.
Yeah.
There's his dressing.
Just need some buffalo sauce, eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't waste it. I wouldn't waste mustard on that. Putting it on there. Waste the chicken in mustard.
It's delicious.
It does, doesn't it?
Ooh-wee, ain't that what you call the extra large, extra crispy chicken sandwich? Now, you see me there when I was frying them, and these are the huge Mondo size of chicken breast. You could cut them in half even again. Put your little butter on them buns, and I like to use, what do you call these? A brioche. I think it's French Italian. Is that what it is, French Italian? Yeah, it's pretty close.
What, it's good. I just thought it was full on French.
Brioche.
Brioche,
Yeah.
a French
same.
thing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Pick it up
I
and
want to see you bite this thing.
pick it up and tell yourself, where do you think we should
Yeah,
start?
where do you start?
I think right here would be
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ultimate flavor tester.
It's upside down.
Ah,
like
he's
me.
eating it upside down.
It does the same as me.
Can y'all hear that? I mean,
Tell me, like, because those have been sitting for a
them
while.
have been sitting for a while. Look,
Wait, no, those other ones. Those have been sitting a while.
these have been sitting here for a while. And look here.
Yeah.
You know, you seen us start out with them 2 chicken breasts. And folks, even when we split these up and cut them down again, 5 or 6 sandwiches easy, we are saving you money, but I guarantee you're not going to scrimp on taste. And I know y'all thinking, we ain't going to have no dance? Not till I have another bite, we ain't.
I love this guy.
This is what you call the National Forest Chicken Dance. Whew, that stuff is crispy. I mean, it is so good. Better than a fried grasshopper it is. I mean, Be wondering where the taste testers are. Well, they was deers running all around and they'd been gone forever and I wouldn't have found them till they got to Arizona. So, I just want you to know they're all right. Plenty of chicken. They're going to get a bite. But as always, and it is with great honor and privilege, I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept that old flag flying in camp no matter where we be. Come on, y'all get in here for a big hug. I ain't gonna wait long because I'm hungry. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the crispiest chicken sandwich trail ever.
That was
Oh,
brilliant.
nice guy, yeah.
Absolutely loved that guy.
Yeah,
A
looked
legend,
good, didn't it?
Yeah.
right? But that did look very, very good. I know what
Yeah.
I'm having for my dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want me to be like the whale in the room a little bit here?
What?
I prefer like grilled chicken to fried chicken. No.
Right.
Like Nando's type chicken.
Yeah.
Like there's no
Like
batter
the
on that. It's
skinless,
just like,
skinless,
it's
no,
just
no,
like
no
Yeah.
crispiness to it.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no
Yeah.
like it's not fried.
See, I'm the
Yeah.
opposite. I've gone the opposite way. I used to prefer,
prefer fried chicken.
yeah, but now I prefer fried chicken.
I'm not a big fan of deep fried foods.
Oh,
They
I,
give me an upset stomach.
deep fried chicken for me is just
And like when I
dream.
have like a chicken sandwich type thing, I don't like it when it's too crispy. So I don't think I would be
See,
a
I
big
do.
fan of that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. If it can be too crispy for me.
Yeah.
But I'm getting into that. I'm getting into that thing now where because I've not had a proper
I'll
cheese.
definitely give that a go.
Because I've not had a
over
proper
this.
Philly cheesesteak for ages. From either one from Ralphie's in New Jersey, who does a great Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak in South Jersey, or from the ones they had in Philadelphia. But I tried one when we were in Nashville, and it was good. It
Yeah.
wasn't bad. It was
Yeah.
quite tasty. But making my own is not the same. Making any food your own is not never the same.
What? What are you on about?
But now I'm getting to like.
I think when you make your food yourself, it tastes nicer.
Oh, I think when someone else makes it for you, it tastes nicer.
No.
Yeah. So it's but then when you go to like
That's just because you're shit at
But now
cooking.
I'm getting to the point of like, yeah, exactly. But I'm getting to the point of like, do I prefer a Philly cheesesteak or a deep fried chicken sandwich?
But would
But
you
no.
like fried chicken like wings? Or
Yeah.
do you prefer...
I have both breast and wings. But what I prefer is like, I prefer it with a
Right.
buffalo sauce or a Tennessee, what do they call it? Nashville hot sauce. Don't know where.
Yeah, but know what I'm saying? Like, do you like, you know, like you have normal chicken wings?
Yeah.
Or do you like them chicken wings or like fried chicken wings?
I don't mind it. I can have both of them. Not bothered.
Yeah, I can have both of them
But you
as
still
well. I'm
prefer,
asking which you prefer.
one of the best wings I used to have were the Kookaburra wings at the Aussie Outback,
Yeah.
the Outback Steakhouse. And they used to do like, they used to season theirs with a weird type of seasoning.
Yeah.
Probably loads of different flavours in the seasoning, but they were probably the tastiest wings. They were massive as well.
Yeah, they were very big.
They were the tastiest
But they were
wings I've
deep
ever had.
fried, so you like deep fried wings. That's what
Yeah,
you're
it's
asking.
probably
yeah.
deep fried.
Nah, I wouldn't like.
I like
would say-
grilled.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm definitely going down the chicken route tonight though, for dinner.
I might make my own dinner tonight.
Well, actually, I've already made dinner, and I told you both I'd made a chicken cacciatore with
There you
chorizo. So that's what you're having for your dinner.
Anyway, that guy was a legend, right?
Yeah, it was good.
Kent Rollins was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Loved
Yeah.
him. Hope you guys enjoyed that too. Don't forget like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.
Bye.
Cheers.